How crunchy of a couple are you? Find out in today's episode.
Hey there, welcome to Coffee with Chris and Meg, where we talk about life and love from a practical, biblical, and fun perspective.
So before we dive in, Meg, what are we drinking? What blend of coffee are we satisfying our lips with today?
Well, that's right up. This is a brand called Beaniac. This is their organic coffee house Beam Me Up blend.
Once again, it's a Keurig. It goes in a little Keurig pod.
Yes.
No plastic or anything on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to sample it during the show. And we'll let you know, stay to the end, we'll let you know our rating and what it costs per cup.
So our question for you today is, are you more of a crunchy or more of a silky kind of a couple?
And if you have no idea what we just said, hang in there, we're going to explain. So Meg, there's this term, crunchy, out there. What does it mean to be crunchy?
Okay, so when I think of someone who's crunchy, I think of people that really try to go all organic. They care big about fair trade. They want to support companies that have livable wage. They want to not use any products with toxins in them.
So like more natural.
Very natural, sustainable, not using pesticides, very eco-friendly, very, I think, health conscious. I'm going to go out there and say that. But that's crunchy. They want things the most natural way possible, yeah.
Okay, so then give us, what does it mean to be silky? It's kind of the opposite of crunchy, right? What is silky? So
silky is going to be probably the way the majority of us grew up. Very conventional, right? Convenient things
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Ho-Hos.
Tide detergent, like everything that's just mainstream. You could get at 7-Eleven. That ain't crunchy.
Mickey Donald's.
Mickey Donald's. Definitely a little silky.
I think these two terms are hilarious,
They're
by
so
the way.
funny.
Crunchy, silky. But there's also another term.
There is.
Scrunchie.
Scrunchie.
What does it mean to be scrunchy?
I would venture to say that a lot of people find themselves in this category, right? There's like things that are about you that are very crunchy, but then you have some silky things that are just your diehards. Like maybe you're super crunchy if you eat all organic food, but like, I don't know, you live and die by like your Mr. Clean floor cleaner or something. I don't know, something like that.
So like my brother will eat all organic food and he works out in the gym, but then on the weekends he'll splurge and have a box of Ho-Hos. Or Krispy Kreme.
I guess he's a little scrunchy.
You're scrunchy, bro. And I used to think scrunchy was just a thing in a person's hair back in the 90s.
Oh, they're
those
back.
little scrunchies?
They're back, babe.
That's what you are, bro. You're a scrunchie.
Oh, me?
Another example of scrunchy, I think, would be somebody who cannot even fathom driving a toxic gas guzzling car. But like Pop-Tarts all day long, man. All day long. Bring it on.
Bring on the scrunchies.
But honestly, I think a lot of people find themselves in this scrunchy category, right? Things they want to go more natural on, but those, there's some things that you just got to hold tight to.
I'm one of them.
You are one
I'm
of them,
sure.
for sure.
So let's break it down. Let's talk about some food, some personal care products, some things that would be considered. Well, we'll decide. Are we crunchy or silky when it comes to some of these things? And you decide where you fit on this whole
spectrum of crunchy to silky.
Crunchy, silky, scrunchy.
Weigh in.
All right. Okay. How about organic coffee versus regular coffee?
Crunchy, all the way.
Yeah, I am too.
Organic, baby.
Gotta be organic.
If you study it, what they do to coffee, it's not good.
They sprays it, I think.
They do sprays it.
What about food?
You know, our grocery budget knows, Chris Ria.
It sure does.
I do. I land on the crunchy side of this. I love organic produce. And if you can't, like, I think the biggest thing for us is a cost thing for sure. So
it's expensive.
It can be super expensive. So there's a lot of things, just making sure you clean your produce really good if you don't get organic, but.
It's like, we can't have white eggs anymore. No. It's got to be a brown egg.
Chris.
It's got to be brown.
I don't care what color the egg is.
And it says cage-free.
Organic, free range,
brown.
I mean,
I talked to a person who runs a farm for pets, and she told me that white chickens lay white eggs, and dark chickens lay brown eggs. Has nothing to do with organic or non-organic.
It doesn't.
But why do we have to get the brown though?
You're picking the wrong fight. Like, I don't care what color the eggs are. I care about the quality of life of the chicken. Is the chicken stressed out? Is the chicken like living on top of each other with other chickens? Like, you watch one chicken documentary on Netflix, it's a nervous bird. You're like ruined for life, man. You don't want chickens like, this is your home. You live here. This is all you get to eat. You know, they're having a good life. Eating all the grass things that chickens eat.
So Meg's all in on organic.
Yes.
I personally would probably not go all organic and just wash things, but hey, we're an organic family.
We are. Cheers. Next, local farmers market or big box grocery store.
Oh, I'm a local farmers market all day long.
We love a farmers market.
We're crunchy in this regard. Rather get fresh foods, fruits, veggies from local places in our region than go to Walmart and get food.
If you ever tasted a fresh strawberry, you don't want a strawberry from the gas station ever.
Night and day different. No
strawberries.
offense to people who grocery shop at Walmart.
No.
But I don't want to get a pair of flip-flops and then sneak over to the banana aisle and pick up my 89-cent banana there. Just don't want to do it.
Sometimes there's budget things. I don't want people to think we're snotty. But
no, I just don't want to have a banana in my cart with my shoe. That's it.
That's fair. That's fair, Chris.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
How about homemade meals versus takeout or fast food?
Okay.
What do you say?
What do you think I'm going to say?
Are you a crunchy or silky person?
I would honestly, we make 90% of our meals at home, I would say. And part of it is too, because I deal with some food allergies, so I know what I'm making for myself, right? And I feel like a lot of times we can make better food than you can get out. It's cheaper. Like, there's my frugalness too.
Yeah, we might spend the money on organic food, but we're cooking it ourselves saving some of that money. And the truth is, you don't know what quality of food you're getting when you eat takeout. Like, don't get me wrong, the silky side of me,
Yeah.
I like me some
Panda Express.
Panda Express.
This one loves a good Panda Express.
So good. But that's got to be horrific.
There's no land that grows orange chicken. It's just not growing on the farm.
I don't think they're using organic grass-fed chickens.
Grass-fed chickens.
I don't think they eat grass. Maybe they do.
What do chickens eat?
Grain.
Grains? I think they eat grains.
I don't think those chickens are running around all happy all the time.
I don't think those are the Netflix documentary chickens.
They're nervous birds.
Okay, here's another hot topic when it comes to crunchy or silky: household products. Do you want to go more clean or do you want to go more conventional?
I know I tend to be more silky than crunchy.
Really?
Yeah, you know me and dishwasher pods.
Oh, guys.
Come on.
This is a big lay down on the couch, Chris. We need to do a counseling session here.
When I see the natural dishwasher pods, I think I've done something wrong.
He literally is like, are you mad at me?
What did I do wrong? Because I love the dishwasher pods that have the little green and purple. What are those called?
Yeah, those are for sure natural. I don't know. They're like the Powerball or like Cascade or something.
Cascade.
He thinks Cascade
is
straight from Throne.
It is. You put those in, it gets everything clean.
What's in there, bro?
I don't know, but it's clean.
But we eat off those things.
Yeah, but it's already washed off. It steams and rinses and everything, man. It doesn't stay on there. It doesn't bake into it.
I can't do it.
It's porcelain.
But this is one, I will say, for the sake of our marriage, I have gone silky on this because when I buy one, a natural one, Chris says, what have I done wrong?
But I've compromised because I use that Myers.
Mrs. Myers?
Mrs. Myers spray on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
We
do.
Even though it doesn't really work that well.
Oh, it does so much.
I use it.
It's so good. It smells so good. There's another level though. Like I haven't made my own cleaners yet.
Oh boy.
I know that's another level, but I do have a confession.
Well, everything's just like baking soda and vinegar.
And lemon.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can make any cleaner with those three.
Pretty much.
So what's your confession?
The only thing that I use that is real silky is the shower cleaner.
Ooh, it's
like,
so amazing.
It's so good. But I've tried.
Is that Kaboom?
It used to be. I don't even think they make Kaboom anymore, but it's like similar, like a Clorox
like
or
you
whatever.
literally spray it and the dirt just comes
gone.
off.
Bye. It's so nice.
We should link that cleaner below.
Oh no, it's not Crunch. It's everything. I feel a moral dilemma every time I use it. But if you have a good like non-tox shower cleaner, let me know. But that's the one thing I just can't.
Can't compromise.
Give it up. Okay, well, let's talk about food storage and reusable containers.
Oh.
I have been trying to switch our family to paper bags instead of the like Ziploc bags, right?
No. You can't see what's inside.
That is the thing. I wish they could make clear paper because you can't see.
I love a good sandwich bag. Why is it wrong to
There's
put
plastic.
things in? Does the plastic get into the thing?
Well, I mean, that's what the scientists say. Now, we do get the BPA-free ones, so we're not getting BPAs. That's valuable.
Pretty soon BPA will come out with something
true.
That's wrong with BPA.
Right.
What about, here's something I just can't deal with.
Okay.
And we have in our home.
Okay.
And I use it.
Okay.
And I'm not okay with it. But I've chose not to die on this hill.
Thank you.
Because that's what marriage is about.
That's right. Compromise.
Straws. We now have metal straws
Yes.
and paper straws in our home.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Oh gosh, they're the worst. Why do I want to wash a straw? What is in that straw over time? It's gross to think about the bacteria that ends up in those straws.
That's why we have the little Christmas tree thing that you like scrape through the straw with. I will say, I think I like the silicone straws a lot.
Can I just have a plastic straw? I just want a plastic straw. It's fine.
Give the boy a plastic straw.
Just give me a straw. We'll save the turtles. I'll recycle it.
Give the boy a straw.
All right, let's move on to personal care items.
Ooh, you know.
Like things we actually put on our face, deodorants.
Yes.
Let's start
Yes.
here with like natural skin products that you've got me using now.
Okay.
And you use.
I do, yes.
Are you crunchy here?
I'm unbelievably crunchy. I'm crunchy to the point that it's annoying to myself, really. I'm like, can you just be silky on one or two things? No, I can't.
No L'Oreal for you.
I'm telling you what, I don't give myself the permission I deserve sometimes, but
I'm proud of myself for knowing L'Oreal.
it is
a brand.
impressive. It's very impressive. But your skin is the biggest organ in your body, boo. And so it absorbs all of the things. So I have tallow that I use on my face that's mixed with some essential oils.
Beef tallow.
I may have,
We put it on our faces.
guys, I may have purchased a bag of beeswax.
What is that?
It's an attempt to make my own deodorant because
boy.
I used a natural deodorant. I believe in natural deodorant. I cannot find a natural deodorant that works all the live long day.
We need the chemicals. Our bodies need the chemicals.
But I'm committed to it, Chris. I'm committed to it.
You also do perfumes.
Natural perfume. I do.
I miss a good old chemically produced perfume from time to time. I gotta be honest.
This poor guy. I smell good though, right?
You do,
I don't
you
stink.
do. No, you
Even
smell
though
great.
my natural deodorant, but
Your natural perfume that we buy is like $8 million.
it's
a
way
bottle.
more than like, Chanel No. 5 or whatever.
Totally worth it.
But I'm the girl who has her EWG or Yucca app out at the store and I'm scanning everything, looking at the ratings.
Here's another one. How about sustainable clothing I've been hearing about? You've been talking about it. Is that really a thing? Like this shirt, just because it's cotton, but not organic cotton? Am I going to be like toxified on the inside? Am I losing years of my life? Am I silky for just wanting to wear cotton instead of organic cotton?
Isn't that ironic? Silky if you're wearing cotton. No, so I literally don't know enough about how the fabrics affect our bodies. I know there's like whole workout lines now that are all like clean workout clothes.
Oh boy.
That feels like another level. But I respect the heck out of it and I want to learn. But I think for me, sustainable is like when you study the fast fashion industry, there's just a lot of unethical practices with how it's made.
I get that.
Yeah, so I think that's important to me. But I will also say, I think to have an entire wardrobe of that, if that is you, that's amazing. I respect that. And I try to prioritize that. Like we prefer like quality over quantity. I would say like getting like a really nice, like made here in America, like stuff. Also, this is from Target. So I'm going to live my life too, right? Yeah. But I think overall, I try to make purchases in that direction.
So what about diapers? Like there's a movement of crunchy people using reusable cloth diapers going back to the 50s to use diapers cloths.
Yeah, with like the pins and
you wash them instead of the throwaway diapers.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a parent of a kid.
Yeah, that's our caveat. We've never actually had to personally make this choice.
I'm saying I probably would not be crunchy in this area.
I think that everyone for decades have used diapers and like there's no going back after that. Like once you've been delivered to the promised land, like you just don't want to go back to Egypt. Like you don't want to I don't want to touch poop. I don't care if it's little kid poop. It's like you don't want to do that, you know?
It's gross.
You just don't. It's just gross. So I think if we were parents, I would for sure be silky in this area and just, double down on everything else for the environment.
Here's one. When you get sick, do you use natural remedies to heal your body? Mm-hmm. And crunchy, in the crunchy sense, or are you going, I just got to get better. Whatever makes me feel better, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I'm crunchy all the way.
You are.
I'm super crunchy. I too, like I said, I have a corn allergy, and so 90% of the over-the-counter stuff has some kind of corn in it. So it's not even an option. But all day long, man, I'm popping the supplements. I will drink oil of oregano. My toxic trait is that I try to force this on this one, though.
Yes, you do. And I'm telling you, no. I tried that for the first day. I had the flu like a couple months ago.
I'm like, here, drink this. It's fine.
And the first day, I'm sweating profusely. I got the chills. I'm all messed up. I'm trying to do it the natural way. And then I said, you know what? I'm getting some good old Tylenol, cold, and flu. And literally took one and felt immensely better. I don't care if it dragged it out a couple days.
I would venture to say you felt better because of all the echinacea and elderberry that I was giving you.
No, it was definitely the Tylenol, cold, and flu.
We'll
I am
agree to
silky
disagree.
In that regard. So there's all kinds of foods and products out there. How crunchy, how silky are you? Mm-hmm. Where did you fall in all of that? But now we're going to move on. It's time for the Espresso round, where we answer your questions that you submitted.
Okay.
What's one crunchy product you love?
I happen to have it right here. It is our laundry detergent. It's called Truly Free. It is the best laundry detergent we've ever used, and it's super clean. What's one silky convenience you cannot live without?
Ketchup.
Oh.
Heinz hit a home run with it. I'm using it. No organic ketchup. Heinz ketchup. They win in this regard. What's the most crunchy thing you own?
A neti pot. Love my neti pot.
Ugh. I think it's funny with the neti pot when the people are like pouring in their nose to try to sell it to you. They got these huge smiles on their face and they're like, it's such a fun experience. No, it's not. Trust me.
You're gagging, but it's working.
I've used it.
You don't like that thing.
What's one product you wish was more eco-friendly?
Our shower cleaner. Like I said, guys, somebody passed me along one that actually works. Chris Ria, do you think it's possible to be too crunchy?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
I think there are some things. Life is about balance.
There you go.
Be crunchy on a few things. Enjoy life a little bit on the silky end of the spectrum every once in a while.
What is one thing you would never DIY?
My deodorant. Old Spice hit a home run, and I'm sticking to it.
Beeswax, baby. Thank you for submitting those questions, and now it's time for
Spill the Beans, where we give you honest answers about our own lives when it comes to this topic. Okay, I've got a question for you, Megan Ria. You've got to spill the beans on this.
Okay.
What's one silky thing you can't give up? And I was trying to think about this. I don't know you to have anything silky.
My one silky thing.
What is it?
My hair products.
Ooh.
Or hair dye. Like getting my roots done every couple of weeks. Have you seen the natural like henna dyes? Those, though, do they work? I don't know. I'll never know. This is my lot in life.
So I can't wear a regular cotton shirt, but you can use hair
I
dye
can get hair dye that leaks into my pores.
into your brain.
Well, it's balance, baby, balance.
Yeah, balance.
Okay, what about you? What is one silky thing you can never give up?
I've got 4.
You have 4?
Yeah, I've got 4
Baby.
silky things I will never give up.
Tell the people.
One is this. When I am not feeling well, I'm sick, I go to maple brown sugar oatmeal.
He does.
I will not eat organic oatmeal.
He won't.
I don't want regular oats. I don't ever eat oatmeal, but when I'm
tried.
sick, that maple brown sugar
packet?
oatmeal, oh, so good.
I
Can't
tried
give
to
it
get him like the low sugar version, even the organic, in the same packet.
Nope.
Not happening.
Another one, Chili's, chips and salsa with an ice cold Pepsi.
Oh, no.
I cannot give that up. From time to time, I will indulge in that. They have the best French fries too. I can't get it.
That corn is GMO. For sure it's GMO.
Yeah.
So you said 4, that's 2. What else you got?
Panda Express,
Well,
we already
okay.
mentioned. I am going to have it from time to time. And then Little Caesars Pizza. I know people think it's not the best, but it's so good.
Now, if you do live outside of Detroit, you might not know about Little Caesars, right? I don't know if it's a national thing or not, but
It's definitely a national brand.
well, I just learned something today. But I have made you the almond flour pizza crust before, and you said they were good.
Yes. So now, in order to be crunchy, Megan tries to give me these alternatives. So I'm going to spill the beans on this. Okay.
Oh.
One, Little Caesars Pizza. So what do I get? Almond crust, organic pizza.
And look how good you look,
It's
baby.
not bad. I'll give it.
It's not
It's
bad.
not bad. It's no Little Caesars.
Fair.
And now you've got me eating, instead of chips and salsa, fried chips and salsa from Chili's, I eat plantain chips.
That's right.
And guaca salsa from Trader Joe's.
Made in avocado oil.
It's okay.
I care about your insides.
Not the same.
I want you around for a long time.
And lastly, instead of Panda Express, now we make our own brown rice and chicken and carrots with a nice coconut amino, non-soy based sauce.
You guys, coconut aminos rock.
Okay, so now we got to talk about some things that you try to do, make crunchy. Like they're good silky, you try to make crunchy, but they failed miserably. Give me some of these things.
Okay. I don't enjoy baking. I'm not a good baker. But every once in a while, I forget that and I attempt to bake something. Honey, I attempt to make a dessert. But if I'm going to make a dessert, I'm going to make it healthy, right? So I tried to make cookies from a recipe. There was a recipe involved, but the base of them were plantains. I think it was like plantains and probably some baking soda and there was chocolate chips involved. They were 100% cacao, but there were chocolate chips there, some stevia. And then I wondered why, when I pulled the cookies out of the oven, they were just like a sheet. It was like a thin cookie plantain sheet. There's a lot of chewiness involved. They were inedible, guys. It was
inedible. So I would say in this regard, okay, there's some things you cannot skimp on. We can get organic sugar. We can get organic flour. But not having sugar, flour, gluten, corn,
butter,
cookies, dairy, in any dessert, it's probably not worth eating. So let's not even call it a dessert. Let's not just make it. Let's just not have dessert. Let's just not do it.
This is like my only dessert. Honestly, it's like dark chocolate. I'm like, I'll just have a piece of dark chocolate. I don't need to bake. I don't need that kind of stress in my life.
If you're gonna bake, we need baking ingredients. That's baking 101, I think. Plantains. I will say, we might be overdoing it also on some of the essential oils.
What?
Instead of wearing perfumes and things, the essential oils, they are kind of potent.
They can be potent. And trust me, I never want to just smell like patchouli walked through the door. But I will say that my funniest experience with this is when I was sick one time. And you guys know, if you're sick, you get like whatever brand you use, but the most common brand is like Thieves Oil or On Guard. It's like this mix that really does help your body. And it helps me. Like if I'm not feeling good, I put some of this on my feet, we diffuse it, I feel way better. One time I overdid it. One time I was not feeling good. I literally doused myself in Thieves Oil and I was like running around during the day doing errands. I could smell myself. Like I smelled, there was very cinnamon essence coming from me and I walked in the bank. And the teller goes, "Ma'am, you smell like a Michael's."
Oh my God.
I smelled like a freaking craft store. But I didn't get sick and I felt it coming on. So
you know what
joke's
does it?
on you.
You know what doesn't make you sick?
What?
Or what helps you even more?
What?
Tylenol cold and
Oh
flu.
my gosh,
Tylenol
full circle.
Okay, Megan, so let's wrap this all together.
Yeah.
Let's brew on this for a minute. Give us a takeaway from all of this. Tie it all together.
All right. I think we can get hung up in our camps on this, right? Some people get really extreme on both ends, but I really do believe...
Scrunchie all the way, baby.
Right.
In the middle.
I think it comes down to a stewardship issue, and it comes down to your own heart. You have to make these decisions for yourselves, for your families, for your budget, and it's really between you and the Lord at the end of the day. The word says in Colossians 3 that whatever you do in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, Amen. Giving thanks to the Father. And I do believe, for me personally, there's a lot of things I err on Scrunchie with because I'm just trying to be a good steward of my body. But at the same time, if I start judging other people for their choices, that's in my own heart, right?
That's for sure. It definitely is in our hearts. And the Bible does talk about not looking at the speck in someone else's eye and ignoring the plank in our own. So I think enjoy life a little bit. Go a little crunchier if you can afford it, but then allow yourself to not stress. Because I think stress plays a huge role in this. Mm-hmm. People stress out. Oh, this isn't organic. This isn't that. I'm running in fear away from sickness or disease.
Right.
And that fear and that stress can actually be worse for your body than actually just eating that Silky Hostess cupcake.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not quite.
Maybe, I don't think that's maybe an extreme. Maybe like
50-50.
Sure. So our practical challenge to you is this. What's one area this week you can just make a couple more mindful choices in how you take care of your home and how you're taking care of your body? Maybe you can go a little more crunchy in a couple areas. And maybe if you're really stressed about the crunchy, you just use your Colgate toothpaste and pray and bless God and go about your day. Okay?
Maybe you put down that Big Mac hamburger and you pick up that turkey sandwich.
There you go.
Okay, so let's take a minute and review this coffee, what we're drinking here.
Beaniac Bean Me Up Coffee House Blend. That, guys, this comes down to a whopping 44 cents a cup for organic, pesticide-free, no plastic, all the good things.
The last one we reviewed was $1, I think 12 a cup. So this is
bargain.
Really good.
Bargain. I will say the taste of this one is very good.
So what's your rating?
I'm going to say a 7. I'm going to say 7
out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8 because of that price. I mean, organic and the price, I'll drink it.
Yep.
8 out of 10.
Classic medium roast.
We'll throw a link below if you want to get some yourself.
But we want to hear from you. Yes. Where are you on the crunchy or silky spectrum? Or maybe you're like a lot of us, you find yourself in that scrunchy lane. Are there some products that you're like, has to be organic all the time? And the other things you're like, meh. We want to hear.
So if you enjoyed today's video, maybe share it on your social media, give it a like, or leave us a comment like Megan said. We also have a marriage course for couples. We're looking to go a little bit deeper. If you find yourself stuck in roommates mode, want to get over to the romance mode kind of way, we have a course. You can check it out below. Have a great day, everyone. And remember, life and love, too important to live on autopilot.
Bye, guys.